Steve AMICO, Bullhead City. Thank you, Chair and Board. I'm here for item number 8 also. I have witnessed this turmoil in our local GOP in Bullhead City personally. But I also want us to have our liberties.
I'm going to start with stolen valor in this room. I remember when we got that bucket of bolts at Howitzer down there at Memorial. Steve AMICO, our great mayor, it was put in the paper that he was a Vietnam veteran. And I remember coming to you, Hildy, to ask him to retract that statement.
And we don't need this. This is the most important election of our lifetime coming up, and we need to all get along. It's a shame that it came to legal action.
He's gotten up there, I'm a veteran, I swear I'd die for my country and all this bullshit. Excuse my foul language.
No foul language.
Yeah.
I have concerns about what I feel are double standards of our government. Yes, the Board of Supervisors is a government platform for the public to come forward, but I feel as though there's some rules for thee, but not for me, including infringement on our First Amendment rights. When we do have publicly elected officials who set the bar of expectations and precedent, but then we, the public, are being told with vocabulary words how devolved we are, or that we're getting threatened that our mics are going to be cut off. This is very concerning for me. It's really embarrassing. We have the mayor of Bullhead City who is now cursing back at citizens.
During my election, there were multiple bylaws broken during that election. There's a small group down there that are dividing our party.
And this is very concerning, what I consider devolved behavior from our publicly elected officials.
So with that being said, I'm going to tell you, Mr. Pryor, you could kiss my ass too. That goes with you, Mr. Scotty McClure. You also could kiss my ass.
So I think as Mojave County Board of Supervisors, it is your responsibility to speak to whoever it may be, whether it's your mayors, whether it's your future replacements, and to remember that we do have First Amendment rights, but we are, the Board of Supervisors is still not a private entity. You don't have rules such as Section 230 that protects the ability to cut us off or repress us. So that's all I have for today, but I'll be back in 2 weeks.
I enjoy the same First Amendment rights that you guys do. And that's just a figure of speech. I wouldn't want your crusty faces anywhere near my ass.
Well, why is the mayor allowed to do this? Anyway, he has never retracted that. That is stolen valor that he's been using as a Vietnam veteran, and I'm pissed about that. I'm livid over that. And for some reason, he was in the Army for 6 years. 4 years in the regular Army, 13 months over in Germany, and then 2 years in the National Guard. It came time to re-enlist. Guess what? They would not let him re-enlist because he couldn't make sergeant. They kicked him out. Why did you get kicked out of the Army?
To rebut this again, first of all, I never stated I was a Vietnam veteran. The only thing I've ever did with Vietnam veterans is have I hosted 2 events for them the last 2 years for Vietnam Veterans Day and thanked them. And let them know that Vietnam veterans have a special place in my heart. They're like father figures. They were my drill sergeants. They were my first sergeants. I never claimed to be. I was born during the Vietnam War. You think I'd be stupid enough to say I served? If I did, I must have been the baddest 2-year-old in my unit.
And he's thumping his chest over there as the mayor. And you have another person, Sharon Hagan. She's lost her daughter here recently, and she was thrown out of the meeting there at Bullhead. There ought to be a grand jury investigation on this, Ryan Esplin, the way she was treated. My Facebook lit up like you wouldn't believe it. It was all comments on the way this jackass Steve AMICO, Mayor, a.k.a. Mayor Biden, treated her.
So I don't know if they misprinted or I'd like to see the article. As a matter of fact, show me the article and we'll go up there and talk to them myself. But that was never stated. And that's enough said with that.
Why did you get kicked out of the Army? Why did you get kicked out of the Army? Why did you get kicked out of the Army?
Are you responding to him? No, you're ghosting him. How dare you?
And that's enough said with that. And that's enough said with that.
Yeah, this guy claims he's part of the Cold War. Who gives a damn? The Cold War, they called it the Cold War for a reason, and that's because no bullets were ever fired. You know, it wasn't in a hot situation. Those shots were fired. It was cold, it wasn't hot, there was no shots fired. But who gives a damn? If he's out there saying he was part of the Vietnam conflict or Vietnam War, that'd be an even worse lie. Because he's 55 years old right now. I'll tell you right now, during Vietnam he was a kid, he wasn't even in high school. He's not old enough, so this guy's just full of crap, and he's just got a whole bunch of stolen valor. And what stolen valor is when you go to the bar or club where you congratulate yourself and get hoorahs from people for your bravery and your sacrifice for going overseas and potentially dying for your country. He was never in a potentially life-threatening situation.
Why did you get kicked out of the Army?
So he's stealing that hoorah, those congratulations from actual soldiers, from people that actually sacrificed and gave something up for their country. People that actually sacrificed and gave something up for their country.